Hey guys, how you doing? Cheyenne from Lapidary for Newbies. So I'm going to try to shoot a little video and show you how I start out. This is just a cab. I've drawn a design on it, and I'll show you what I do, my first steps, and we'll go from there. Get my water going here. I always take my finger and make sure it's going really good. Down a little bit. So this is a softer stone. I know that from working with it, so I don't have to go over to my 80 grit. So I'm going to go with my 220 here, and I'll show you what I do from there. You don't want to stay in one place on the wheel. It'll like wear out that particular spot. So when you're cutting down or shaping or anything, you try to move your cab around. So sometimes I go like this, sometimes I go like this. But you can see that that's cutting pretty good. I like to leave mine flat until I get my shapes. So one thing I noticed is going from the Cab King 6 to the Cab King 8, and I want to thank my partners in this, Cab King. So they upgraded us to the 8 here. It doesn't cut as big as a curve, obviously, because there's not a tighter curve, because it's 6 inches instead of 8, so it spreads it out. So I have to change up my little designs. I designed this for the 6, and this is for the 8, but it still comes out pretty close. So it's starting to get closer at the top and not as close at the bottom. So push a little bit more on the bottom. And that's pretty much got my shape. It's just a little bit off, you can see, from 6 to 8. We'll work on the tip here. When you get close to your line, you want to ease up, so that'll take away the scratches from when you were pressing a little bit harder, and then you don't want to get too close. If there's a soft spot in your stone, you don't want to go over, and then you've got an indentation or something like that. And I like to leave a little bit of my outline, because then when I go over here to the 320, then it'll smooth out the scratches. And then once I have my shape cut in, I won't have to worry about getting my lines off, trying to get those scratches out that I didn't see until I polished. right more from the top a little bit. That's all pretty close. I'm going to turn off the water and move over here. So now I'll go back and finalize the shape with a higher grit to take out the scratches. Move the camera here so you can see that a little better. Sometimes with a harder stone, you've got to go a lot closer with the line than over here because you're going to spend a lot of time on the higher grit and it won't take off as much stone. So this one seems to be softer in some spots than others, especially the white over the purple. So then I may have to switch back and knock off some before I move on. Yeah, I'm going to go back, take off a little more. Even with the lighter touch, it takes off a lot really fast. So So from here, what I do is, and it may be hard to show you in the video, but, so you dry it off, and I like to make sure it's fully dry, so I incorporate a hair dryer. If you steal one from your wife, guys, you might get in trouble, so you might want to go buy you a cheap one. So I blow it off. Now on this particular stone, it's going to be hard to see, and I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but right here you can see that there's a white scratch. So that means that there's a deeper gouge from the higher grit that I got to still work on to get it out. Because if I don't, then when I go to polish later, I may get my shape off. So it's best to go ahead and get it out now and adjust your shape. You can also see on the front that the front is got a lot of scratches. So after I get my shape down and my sides polished, I polish the front of mine before I draw the rest of my lines on, like I explained in the first video. And then I don't have to worry about getting my shapes off as much. But that's the basics of it. So then once I get all these scratches out, I'll take it in and I'll draw lines on the side of it, like I have done with this heart here. Now this heart, I'm going to do two-sided, I believe. That's what my idea is. And then put a groove in the center to wrap wire through. So it'll be, and this is called labradite, and it's very reflective. And so you can see that when I come back with the lines, then I will cut from this line here to this line here. That'll be my angle, and then I'll round off the edges, or I will make hard lines, angled beveled lines, kind of like I did here on this lightning bolt. Alright guys, that's it for now. I will add some more videos later. Have a good day.